Most of us hope to live into our 80s, 90s, or beyond. Not just to add years to life, but to keep those years meaningful. To stay connected. To remember the people we love. To live with clarity and joy. But for too long, Alzheimer's disease has cast a shadow over that hope. For decades, it seemed like an inevitable fate, something that just happens as we age, with no way to stop it. That story is changing. In just the past 10 years, science has transformed our understanding of dementia, not just how it starts, but how we might prevent it, slow it, and even build resilience against it. And the most powerful tools aren't always in a lab. They're in our kitchens, our daily routines, and the choices we make every day. So, what's really happening in the brain? Number 1. In the new developments in Alzheimer's disease, is that there are two invisible forces moving the disease. Amyloid plaques, sticky proteins that build up between brain cells. And tau tangles, twisted fibers that form inside neurons, choking them from within. Together, they trigger inflammation, sever synaptic connections, and slowly lead to cell death. For years, scientists believed amyloid was the spark, the match that started the fire. And if we could remove it, we could stop the disease. But by the time someone notices memory lapses, asking, "Where are my keys?" the brain is already deep into damage. The fire has spread. The real tragedy. This process begins 15 to 20 years before symptoms appear. Number 2 is the first breakthroughs in treating the disease. In 2023 and 2024, two drugs, lecanemab and donanemab, were approved after decades of failed attempts. These are not cures. But for the first time, they've shown they can slow cognitive decline by clearing amyloid in people with early Alzheimer's. In clinical trials, patients kept more of their memories for longer, about 27 to 35% slower decline over 18 months. This is historic. It proves that targeting the biology of Alzheimer's can make a difference if done early. But here's the catch: these drugs work best for mild cognitive impairment, but not for advanced dementia. Once the forest is burning, removing the match isn't enough. And more importantly, science now knows amyloid isn't the whole story. At about $30,000 treatment cost per person annually, they are just as well be science fiction for most people's pocketbook. Number 3 is discovery of causes beyond amyloid. Alzheimer's is not a single disease. It's a complex web of factors. Yes, amyloid plays a role. But so do tau tangles, which spread independently and correlate more closely with cognitive decline. In addition, chronic inflammation, driven by overactive immune cells in the brain, adds to the fire. Another cause is from blood vessel damage, from high blood pressure or diabetes, which can starve brain tissue. Here is another cause. Emerging research suggests even the gut microbiome may influence brain health. This means no single drug will be the answer. But it also means there are many paths to prevention, and we don't need a prescription to start. The medicine has always been in our hands and under our control. Number 4 looks at the seesaw of risk between what we cannot change and what we can change. On one side we have increased age and genes. And on the other side is lifestyle factors. Think of dementia risk as a balance. On one side, things we can't control factors, such as age and genetics. The APOE4 gene, for example, increases amyloid buildup and raises risk. But it doesn't guarantee disease. On the other side, lifestyle choices. And this is where we can tip the scale in our favor. Because even if you're at higher biological risk, what you do every day can delay, or even prevent, symptoms from appearing. Number 5 is for us to refocus at the power of lifestyle. Let's look at what the science now shows. Diet matters. The MIND diet, a blend of the Mediterranean and DASH diets, has emerged as one of the strongest protectors. It emphasizes leafy greens, berries, nuts, olive oil, whole grains, and fatty fish. They are anti-inflammatory foods, healthy oils, low-sugar foods, fibers, and probiotics. People who follow it closely can reduce risk of Alzheimer by 30 to 50%. Exercise is a form of brain medicine. Aerobic activity, like brisk walking, swimming, or cycling, boosts blood flow, reduces amyloid, and increases BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Is a protein that helps grow new brain cells and connections. It is your brain's miracle grow fertilizer. BDNF increases with exercise, diet, sunshine, sleep, vitamin D, and mental activity. Just 150 minutes of moderate exercises a week makes a difference. Sleep is your brain's nightly cleanse. During deep, slow-wave sleep, the lymphatic system kicks in, flushing out toxins like amyloid and tau through a network of fluid channels. Skimp on sleep, and those toxins linger. Chronic poor sleep doesn't just make you tired, it may accelerate brain aging. Heart and metabolic health is brain health. High blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, and high cholesterol don't just harm your heart. Their presence double your risk of dementia. Brain health begins with looking after your heart and metabolic health. And then there's learning. Some people have brains riddled with plaques and tangles, yet show no signs of dementia in life. Why? Number 6 is cognitive reserve. They've built extra neural connections through education, complex jobs, and lifelong curiosity. It's like having detours when the main road is blocked. Building neural resilience, it's never too late. The nun study, which followed hundreds of nuns over decades, first revealed this resilience. Autopsy showed that some had severe amyloid plaques, but remained functional towards the end of their lives. They felt it was from their cognitive or neural reserve, built up through years of education, learning, and teaching others. Modern brain scans now confirm it. People who stay mentally and socially active build stronger, have more adaptable brains. And the best part? It's never too late to start. Learning a language, picking up a musical instrument, reading a challenging book, having deep conversations. These aren't just hobbies. They're neural construction projects, laying down new pathways that can compensate for damage. Every new experience is an investment in your brain's future. Number 7 is living with Alzheimer's. Even if someone does develop Alzheimer's, life doesn't end at diagnosis. People may forget names or events, but they still feel love, joy, and connection. Emotional memory often lasts longer than factual memory. A kind tone, a familiar song, a warm touch, these can still bring comfort and meaning. Alzheimer's takes memories, but it does not take who someone is. And for families and caregivers, your presence isn't just support. It's healing. Number 8 is the news story. So here's the truth today. Alzheimer's is not an inevitable destiny. We now have blood tests that can detect amyloid and tau with over 90% accuracy, long before symptoms. Drugs that slow progression when given early, if you are rich or has insurance. And lifestyle strategies proven to reduce risk and build resilience. The future of brain health isn't just in the lab. It's on your plate. In your walking shoes. In your friendships. In your curiosity. We may never eliminate Alzheimer's, but we can delay it, reduce it, and live well despite it. And that's not just hope. It's science. So the next time you choose a salad over processed food, go for a walk, read a book, or call an old friend, know this: you're not just living a healthier life. You're shaping your brain's destiny. Thank you. Like and subscribe.